Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the Commanders coming up next.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They've gone a full half season since their last loss, winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And what a great game that was to watch last week, because he put on a show in the wild card round with 5 touchdown passes. So if you ever want to see what a hot quarterback looks like, watch that tape. Let's see if that same hot quarterback shows up in this one.
On the handoff, they start with Richardson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Russell. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice empty ball for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Here's Richardson. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Russell, and that is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Wilcox got a man, and he hits him in stride. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Number 9. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Philadelphia.
Off the play fake. Wilcox. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding it for a short gain.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Up the middle they go. Groves. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And now a pause because we've got A.J. Brown dinged up on that last play, and they're going to have to get some medical attention to it. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will run for the first, and he lost the football. And does Washington have it? They do. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. To throw on 2nd down. Russell looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, Russell. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The throw over the middle taken in. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He will find Winslow. That's complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw. Russell over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Russell. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will make it 6-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, they're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Pulled in at the 24, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And they will take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Russell. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Back to throw. Russell. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Over the middle, complete. It's Gibson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Russell, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Russell. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Wilcox. This one caught over the middle by Burnett. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. On 3rd down, Groves. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. To throw on 3rd down. Wilcox, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They'll look to set up his blockers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Russell. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Looking to throw on second down. Russell. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Russell. He finds his man. Complete. It's Griffith. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. To throw on second down. Russell. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Griffith. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Richardson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the draw, this is Richardson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Russell. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On 1st down, Richardson. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on that defensive side of the ball.
Point after, right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Wilcox got an open man. It's Burnett. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Looking to throw on second down. Wilcox. On the right side, he finds Burnett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilcox. And this is going to be incomplete. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Washington ready to try again on offense.
And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Russell. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Throwing on first down. Russell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffith. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. This one caught by Winslow. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A final shot before break. Russell. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they will need to get this passing game in gear, because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for Washington, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And that is incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Fielded at the 33. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over.
First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
At the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Russell. They will find Winslow on the left side, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down and 3.
They'll try the left side. It's Richardson, and he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Wilcox over the middle. It's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders preparing for their next possession.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
To throw on second down. Russell, quick hitter here, it's complete. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On first down, Russell. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he comes back with one complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Russell. He finds his man. Complete. It's Griffin.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
Oh, good move. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And out now come the Eagles.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On third down, Wilcox. And he's going to have the hook up to Burnett.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Looking to throw. Wilcox. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
5 yards remain on second down.
Off play action. Wilcox. Left side here to Sanders.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
The Washington offense back out there.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Russell. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Looking to throw. Russell. He finds his man. Complete. It's Griffith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Richardson, and somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Russell. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On 1st down, Richardson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richardson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Washington on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Throwing to start the drive. Wilcox. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Wilcox. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field.
And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Washington going to send out their punter
as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
On 1st and 10, Wilcox firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Wilcox. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Finding room at midfield, and he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilcox.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Eluded, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
They'll run on 1st down. Richardson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Russell. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down. Russell. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 10. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, Wilcox. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richardson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Richardson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
The Commanders are moving on as we say goodnight, everybody.